This week on 49ers Sac-Hi Sports, the final week of the regular season for baseball, and we have the first place matchups. You will see Marysville meeting Colfax, Mountain House taking on Ceres, and Rodriguez battling Bandon.
Softball features the first place game in the Sierra Foothill with Del Oro and Folsom. You'll see action from the section volleyball playoffs, including Pleasant Grove and West, plus the story of the twins from Manteca High School and how they are remembering their mother. 49ers Sac-Hi Sports starts right now.
Welcome to 49ers Sac-Hi Sports. I'm Aubrey Tolliver.
And I'm Robert Brownstein. We start tonight in Stockton, where the St. Mary's Rams are one win away from being crowned outright Tri-City League champs. The Rams won their first two games of their series with Lincoln, so St. Mary's clinched at least a share of the title and will be the #1 seed in league heading into playoffs.
The Lincoln Trojans still with a chance to pull into a first-place tie with the St. Mary's Rams. On the final game of the regular season, the Trojans 9-4 in league play, St. Mary's 10-3 heading into the last game on Thursday. Max Ortega celebrating senior day with his dad, head coach Randy Ortega, looking for a sweep over crosstown rival Lincoln. Bottom of the third, leadoff hitter Drew Peters is up to bat, and he slaps a single to left. That brings home Tyson Rice. St. Mary's leads it 3-0 after the inning. This is the Rams' starting southpaw, Michael Keddins, his 7th strikeout in 4 innings. He was dominant in his start. St. Mary's tacks on more in the 4th. Caleb Velo with a base hit. Roland Reyes scores on the hit. It is 4-0 Rams. A couple batters later, Isaiah Barrett, a chopper to short, a nice play there, but Barrett is safe at first. A run comes in, and the Rams go on to lead it 8-0 after 5. Lincoln showing some life in the 6th. Sam Tillman scorches a ball down the left field line. It goes shooting into foul territory. Tillman eases his way into second. Next batter is Diego Davis, and that ball is hit deep to dead center. It takes one hop before going over the fence for the ground rule double. Tillman scores, and Lincoln has its first run thanks to the Davis double. But the Rams offense isn't done yet. 2 outs in the 6th. Max Ortega ropes the ball down the left field line. 2 runs score. The Cal State Fullerton commit finishes the regular season with a team-high 23 RBIs. Rams lead it 10-1 in the 6th. 1 run away from the run rule. A sac fly from Caleb Velo puts it into effect, and St. Mary's sweeps Lincoln to win the Tri-City League title outright. Catcher Max Ortega recaps this regular season.
This was a very big week for us. Coming into the year, we had a lot of losses in preseason, tough schedule. Coming into league, we knew we were going to flip it around. Coming into this series, we're really hot. We had to take 2 to take league, and we thought, why not sweep it? It was a great way to finish with a little three-game sweep here and keep that momentum going for next week.
Down to Ripon, where the Trans Valley League is a mosh pit at the top of the standings. The winner between Hillmar and Ripon will be a 3-way co-champs, and the loser may be left out of the postseason. 3rd inning, Hillmar with runners on third, but a nice play by third baseman Dawson Downs, staying down on the ball and getting the out to end the inning. Top of the 4th, 2 runners on now for Hillmar's Blake Westmoreland, who smashes the pitch up the middle. It's down and scoots past the outfielder. Jason Pimentel trots on in, and it's 2-0 Yellow Jackets. Bottom half of the 4th now, and Ripon's Corbin Hodgins shoots the ball down the line, but Max Hitzdorf tracks down that fly. That would end the 4th. In the 5th, Hillmar's Pimentel was tough on the mound. Here he getting the strikeout. Catcher Matthew Avila is like, dude, I caught it. So then he gets up and throws it down to John Labano for the putout. Then Pimentel, who was also the quarterback on the football team, throws up a frozen pizza to end the inning. Bases loaded time for the Yellow Jackets. Westmoreland shoots the ball to the hole, but a shortstop, Hodginson, gets it, throws it to Downs at third for the force out, but Pimentel scores on the play, and it's 2-0 Hillmar. It's the bottom of the 6th now. Can Ripon crack the code and score a run? Yup. Brandon Bolton dumps a single into right. Damian Sandoval motors all the way around from second to score, and it's a 1-run game. Tying run on first, but Pimentel buckles down and gets the whiff to end the inning. Last chance for Ripon, but the soft liner's caught by John Cooper King, and that's it. For the first time in 10 years, the Hillmar Yellow Jackets will compete in the playoffs and finish in a 3-way tie with Livingston and Houston for first.
They knew that one, and they got to have my back too, and I got to have their backs as well, and we knew that playoffs was on the line here, and we want to go as far as we can.
Nick Pecoraro here, senior day at Vista Del Lago. Taylor Beal, Ruby Kelly, and Sammy Smith all getting some love before taking on St. Francis on Monday. But St. Francis senior Grace Jenkins with a solo shot in the first inning to put the Trubies up 1-0. And Grace's twin sister Hope Jenkins has been dominant in the circle all season. She strikes out the side in the bottom of the first. Back to Grace Jenkins. She shows she doesn't need any courtesy runners, swiping second and showing off the wheels. The next batter, Hope Jenkins, walks. We've got bases full of Jenkins, but Alexandra Garcia grounds to third. Freshman Riley Dossie with a heads-up 5-3 double play to keep it 1-0 after 4. More defense in the fifth for Vista. Olivia McFarland lines one to center, but Allison Morrissey is there to make a sliding grab. Later in the inning, a runner on, and Morrissey can't catch up with this ball. That's off the bat of Haley Kim, and we've got runners on the corners with one out. For Jazzy Basquez, she shoots one out to the wall for a double. Kylie Garrett scores, and the throw gets away, allowing Kim to come home, and it's 3-0 St. Francis. Vista trying to stop the bleeding. Francesca Guerrera is robbed of a hit, a nearly identical catch from what we showed you earlier by Allison Morrissey, but the damage is done. Bottom 5, Taylor Beal with an RBI liner down the left side, and it's 3-1. But in the 6th, Grace Jenkins just crushes one that I can't keep up with. I'm told it landed near the In-N-Out Burger by Highway 50. Grace going all animal style at the plate on Monday, but she had nothing but praise for her twin sister Hope, who struck out 12 in the Trubies' 4-1 win.
Her spin was amazing today. Her rise ball was impeccable, and that off-speed curve was just really good. So overall, she's done an amazing job this season, and I could not be more proud of her as a teammate, but also as a sister.
Playoff volleyball is on D2 style as the Merced Bears take on the Antelope Titans. Sam Berg here with the highlights. In seatbelts, everyone, this game was action-packed. Merced would strike first thanks to this power shot from Gabe Selzo, but the Titans would rally. Daniel Galushkin sets it up for Eric Kaschuk, and he spikes it off the hands of the defender as Antelope would take set 1. On to set 2, and the Titans kept their momentum rolling. Galushkin sets it up for Isaac Kessler, and no one can stop that one as the Titans would hold their lead. But the Bears were capable of comebacks as well. Jalen Tao Booth gets this perfect tip to fall, and the Bears would rebound and take set 2. Here we go to set 3, and the Titans were looking to get right back in it. Galushkin once again gets the set, and this time it's Caden Hutcherson who's there, and he gets the kill. But the momentum was all on the Bears' side. Samson Bang sends it up for Max Fong, and he gets the spike, and he's pumped up. The Bears would ride that energy to a set 3 win. On to set 4, and the Bears needed some momentum, but Julius Burleson is there with a block, and the Bears could start to taste victory. But the Titans were not about to let this game end. The kill shot from the Bears was no good. Kessler gets the block, and the Titans have evened it right back up here in set 4. And here's why you never say die. Galushkin sets it up for Kaschuk, and he gets the perfect spike to send this match to set 5. The 5th and final set is underway, and the Titans got off to a hot start. Sergei Namanyuk nails this leaping kill shot to give the Titans an early lead. But the Bears were just too strong. Braylon Loy hits the final spike off the fingertips as the Bears would take set 5 and the victory. Merced takes the dub and advances to play Vista Del Lago for the D2 semifinals on Tuesday.
Time now for the Players of the Week. These players are chosen for their standout performances from games played last week. Our first Player of the Week is Gabe Henderson from McClatchy. The Lions finishing undefeated in league with a sweep over River City last week. Gabe took the mound in Game 1 and threw a 5-inning shutout, allowing just 4 hits and striking out 8. He also went 3 for 4 at the plate with a 2-run bomb.
Very good. Our second Player of the Week is Placer pitcher John Handy. The Hillmen completed the sweep over Ponderosa with a 5-0 win in Game 3. John threw all 7 innings, giving up just 3 hits while striking out 11. Placer finishing off the week in second place in league. John Handy and Gabe Henderson, this week's Players of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us important tips so athletes can perform at their very best.
Here's Dr. Joseph Donnelly with this week's Stanford Health Tip.
Patella or kneecap dislocations can occur during a twisting injury to the knee or a direct blow to the inner aspect of the knee. Often the patella will quickly relocate into its normal position, but it may remain dislocated, requiring urgent treatment by a medical specialist. Typically, we see a significant amount of swelling in the knee after this injury, and the knee joint range of motion may be limited. Patellar dislocations are usually treated with rest, bracing, and PT for range of motion and strength, with a return to sports in 3 to 4 months.
Coming up, our first Sun Power Electric game, Folsom and Del Oro softball play for the league title.
Then it's Foothill Valley leader Oakmont taking on Lincoln when 49ers Sac-Hi Sports returns.
Hurry into Mattress Firm's best Memorial Day sale ever. Get a king bed for the price of a queen or a queen for a twin and save up to $500 on Sealy. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchases up to a $499 value. Or shop Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America, in stock for immediate delivery, and get a $300 instant gift. And get 0% interest for 60 months with your Mattress Firm credit card. Only at Mattress Firm.
Welcome back to the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi's Stadium. The Del Oro Golden Eagles look to clinch the league title this week with a win possibly over Folsom. Del Oro coming into this week with a one-game lead over the Bulldogs.
The Friday afternoon matchup is our first Sun Power Electric game. Nick Pecoraro was there.
Electric game.
Nick Pecoraro here in Loomis with a heavyweight rubber match in the Sierra Foothill League between Del Oro and Folsom. Round one went to Del Oro as Caroline Grimes outdueled Emma Fallon in the circle before hitting a walk-off home run to win it for the Golden Eagles. Round two went to Folsom as Fallon got some revenge with a 12-strikeout performance. She leads the league with 177 Ks and a microscopic .48 ERA. The X factor here could be the Del Oro offense, which leads the Sac Joaquin section with 33 home runs. Grimes and Fallon square off once more in round three. A Del Oro win gives them the SFL title outright, while a Folsom win puts them both in a deadlock for first place with just one game left. Ding, 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 it's our Sun Power Electric game. Let's go. Enough dancing already, let's get to the highlights. We go to the first inning. Folsom has a runner on second base for Christina Jones. We've seen Jenna Birch make that play before, but this one gets by her. Gracie Carpenter comes around to score, and it's 1-0 Folsom early. Fallon takes the ball now, and she shows off the old Bugs Bunny changeup. I'd be fired up too if I could pull off that pitch. Grimes would settle in. This is one of her 11 strikeouts on Friday. She also didn't walk anybody. Top three now. Grimes gets some defensive help. Abby Davidson with a nice grab in foul territory. Top four now. If you have a name like Haven Slamma, you better be able to hit a nuke out to dead center, and she does just that. Her second of the year puts Folsom up 2-0. But more D from D.O. to end the inning. Lauren Holcomb has a hit taken away by Gabby Inyard in center field. I think that's a felony in at least 3 states. Top six now. Slamma pops it up, and it's Daniela Marillis out of nowhere to make a diving catch. That'll get you a hug from your pitcher every time. D.O. trying to put something together in the sixth. They've only got one hit off Fallon so far. Jenna Birch with the bunt, and the throw gets away. She takes second, and the Golden Eagles are in business. Haley Engelbrecht smokes a ball out to right, but right fielder Shay Sac-Hi wants all the smoke. Nice play to keep Birch at second. Then Fallon with the punch out to end the inning. She had 12 Ks on Friday. Bottom 7, last chance for D.O. Kaylee Legowski with the shot out to center. It's high enough, but not quite deep enough, and that's the ball game. Folsom moves into a first place tie with Del Oro with 1 game to go. Here's Fallon on the win.
We have Oak Ridge, our senior night Wednesday, and it's go out and win, because I know that if we win the Sierra Foothill League, and that hasn't happened in such a long time that it means the world to us. And during my senior year, it would be incredible.
Reporting from Loomis, Nick Pecoraro, 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
Oakmont has already clinched the Foothill Valley League title, but looking for a sweep over Lincoln to end its regular season. The Vikings jump out on top. Nate Veneri drops a single into right center. Tony Lira comes in to score. It's 1-0 Vikes. Lincoln shortstop Kenny Winters trying to get his team out of the jam, and he does just that with a beautiful play at short. Here comes Lincoln in the top of the second. Ethan Jorgensen with a line drive up the middle that puts runners on the corners, and a sac fly by Winters would tie this game up at 1. Vikings starting pitcher Tony Lira gets out of the jam With the strikeout, the ball is in the dirt. It goes Veneri to Tyler Kersey at first, and so we head to the bottom half of the inning. 2 on for Lyra, and that one is hit high and deep to left center. It is out of here. The 3-run shot puts Oakmont up 4-1. Veneri trying to add on, but they don't call it a hot corner for nothing. That hot shot is no problem for Jorgensen at third base. Top of the 4th, Jake Redding takes this ball for a ride, and it hits off the bottom of the fence. Ethan dives into third, Redding with the double. A fielder's choice would make this a 4-2 ball game. But Lyra would continue to deal on the mound and demolish at the plate. That is a solo shot. Tony finishing 4 for 4 at the plate with 4 RBIs. Oakmont would score 3 runs in the inning. Pinch hitter Jonathan Taylor singles to center, scoring Dimitri Perry. Oakmont finishes its regular season 22-8 on the year, 16-2 in league play, 2 home runs, and a great day on the mound for Lyra.
Coming up, it's Oak Ridge taking on Whitney.
Then you'll meet this week's inspirational athletes, Brock and Blake Gross from Manteca High School. But first, take a look at our Sac Joaquin section softball top 10 poll.
Every day, the sun comes up. And right on cue, the work begins. We start every morning, knowing full well we're in it for the long haul. Our work is a labor of love. No task too small, no moment uncherished. And although we're not often thanked, we rest knowing that our work is making a brighter future. This is more than milk.
Right now, my electrical bill is about $10 a month.
This is definitely one of the best investments we did in our house.
All over the country, people are taking control over their electric bills by going solar with SunPower. We offer the most efficient, durable panels on the market, so you can see a return on your investment every month.
I was paying $220 a month. Now I pay about $22 a month.
Right now, 49ers faithful get a $1,000 Visa reward card from SunPower. Go online today.
Welcome back to the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium. The Whitney Wildcats with a chance to win the Sierra Foothill League in Game 2 of their final league series with Oak Ridge. Whitney won a pitcher's duel in Game 1. Jace Gilmore throwing a complete game, giving up just 1 run. The Wildcats give the ball to Luke Euler for Game 2.
And Oak Ridge will start Jake Fields on the mound. He has a 2.58 ERA on the year. The Trojans facing league-leading Whitney on Tuesday.
It's senior day at Whitney, and that's important, but it's also the 2 top teams getting after it in the SFL. Oak Ridge needs victories in the last 2 games to be the champs, and they sent out stud junior pitcher Jake Fields, and he was great early on with the frozen pizza for the K. But Whitney's got a guide too. This is sophomore Luke Euler keeping the Trojan hitters off balance during this contest. Bottom 2 now, 2 on for Nathan Erickson. And look out, wild pitch allows Sam Tharley to slide in safely, and Whitney leads early. To the 4th, a couple on for Gavin McClendon, and he smokes one to the outfield. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score as Erickson and Jax Jimenez touch plate for the Wildcats. Make it 5-0 when Dylan Castellanos hits into a fielder's choice. Nice play by Braden Franks to get the out, but on the play, Euler comes in to score. To the 5th now, and Erickson at the dish, and the sophomore punches it through the infield to right. Jax comes in to score from 3rd, and the Wildcats lead grows to 7. But the rally officially comes to a stop when a great defensive play by Reese Catchings as he makes the diving, rolling catch in left to take away a hit and end the inning. To the 6th, Trojans have Frank on 3rd, and at the plate is Brent Jones, and he's able to get Braden home. Grounds out to Jimenez to 2nd, on to Gilmore at 1st, and it's a 7-1 game. Bottom 6 now, Sugar Shane Sanders, the catcher, gaps one to right center for a triple. On the play, Tino Windren scores all the way from first base. It's the last chance for Oak Ridge, but they hit into a double play, and that would do it as the young Wildcats for Whitney, well, they're not so young anymore, winning the league title 9-1. Congratulations to Coach Swat and staff for a job well done. Championship ever?
We prepared really hard this season in the preseason, working hard for this, and we knew this moment would come, and we were just prepared for it. And we came out here, threw strikes, hit the ball hard, put it in play, and played good defense, and we won.
Each week we bring you stories of athletes who inspire us.
The Gross twins from Manteca High School are finishing up their junior year. They were just freshmen when the pandemic hit, and Brock and Blake's world was equally rocked by the death of their mom.
Blake and Brock are kind of like best friends. It's kind of fun to watch them because they kind of play off each other.
Twins Brock and Blake Gross are three-sport athletes at Manteca High School.
Sometimes we're best friends, and then the other times we hate each other. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're brothers and we love each other.
Brock, the feisty jokester with a heart of gold. Blake, the compassionate, all-out competitor. Ron, Blake and Brock's dad say they get their softer side from their mom.
Amy was just like the salt of there. She was just like the nicest person. Never had anything bad to say about anybody, and just a lot of enthusiasm.
She was always happy. She was always trying to make other people smile. And, you know, she was a great teacher. Like, a bunch of people, when I came to this school, they're like, oh, your mom was such a great teacher. I loved having her.
Amy was a health teacher. She was someone that exercised. She taught aerobics classes. Never smoked a day in her life, and like I said, they call her the 1%er, the people that have never smoked and get lung cancer. And so we were devastated.
Stage 4 lung cancer.
Mid-February 2018.
It was then Amy began the fight. Prognosis, 2 years.
When I first heard it, I got really worried, but for like a good year there, she acted like nothing even was different and stuff. So I didn't really worry too much about it until she started like getting worse and started acting different and stuff. Yeah, it was hard. She went out to be like super, like she was like in good shape, and then as time went on, she kept on getting like skinnier and skinnier, and then it just looked like she just didn't want to, it just didn't look good. I got really scared because I didn't want to lose my mom and stuff. Yeah, when I saw her down, it made me down too.
2 years into Amy's fight, May of 2020 hit, along with the COVID-19 pandemic. The Gross family was dealing with a crisis of their own, and Amy went into the hospital for the final time at the end of May. It's gonna be all right, you know. Because of the virus, the family wasn't able to be by her side.
They got to see her only one time, and you know, it was dressed up to like your space alien type thing, and they got to go in and just see her for like 10 minutes.
March 31st, Amy passed away. From there, the family leaned on each other, Ron, Blake, Brock, and sister Caitlin.
Yeah, my brother was a big one. We like what he said, we used to hang out all the time and just be there for each other. And yeah, everyone in my family. And like eventually sports like made everything better. Like I would go shoot hoops and like go play catch with Blake. And like it made me like open up back to everybody. When I was playing sports, kind of brought my mind somewhere else besides my mom.
Brock and Blake are now finishing up their junior year, soon graduation, college, and they say they want to live their life embodying the best parts of their mother.
I just try to do what she does. I try to be nice to everybody. I try to always have a smile on my face. I try to like be positive at all times, just like how she was. Always keep a smile on your face, and it can always get better. And just be happy, and like you only get one life, so live it up.
Some of life's obstacles are easier to hurdle than others, but as long as Brock and Blake continue on giving all they can, they will walk away winners, making their mom proud. Brock and Blake plan to attend Modesto Junior College after graduation next year. The two are very close, and their dad says that they know they are making their mom, Amy, very proud.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very tough times, especially for all that to happen during the pandemic.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, very hard. All right, thanks, Aubrey. Coming up, the Mattress Firm Perfect Match. It's the MEL Championship game with Vanden and Rodriguez.
Then playoff action with West and Pleasant Grove. But first, here's this week's Spirit Corner featuring the Central Catholic Dance Team.
Yeah. My left rope just went viral. Right stroke put the baby in the spiral. Soprano C, we like to keep it on the high note. There's levels to it, you and I know. Tell her be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble.
At Tracy Toyota, we're not just devoted to selling cars. We're committed to our community. We're donating $100,000 to help local organizations in Tracy. We call it Champions Thinking Heroes, like Calvary Chapel Tracy, who serves the local community. We're even donating $50 for every vehicle sold. Shop our great lineup of new Toyotas in person or at tracytoyota.com and get specials like this during the Summer Starts Here sales event. Tracy Toyota, with you all the way.
Hurry in to Mattress Firm's best Memorial Day sale ever. For a limited time, save up to $500 when you get a king bed for the price of a queen or a queen for a twin. Plus a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchases up to a $499 value. Or get up to 60% off our wide selection of top-rated brands, like Sealy Queen mattresses starting at $279.99 or Sleepy's at $169.99. In stock for fast delivery with our low price guarantee. Only at Mattress Firm.
49ers Sac-Hi Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Stanford Healthcare, #1 in Northern California for orthopedics. And by SunPower, proud sponsor of the San Francisco 49ers.
Back at the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi's Stadium, the Monticello Empire League hangs in the balance as Rodriguez and Vanden play the final game of the regular season. Rodriguez with a 1-game lead over Vanden, so Rodriguez has clinched at least a share of the league title and needs just one more win to be named solo champs.
That's right. Vanden and Rodriguez have split the series so far, but a Vanden win in Game 3 and the Vikes will walk away as co-champs. Each week we scour the section for the perfect match on the field, just like Mattress Firm helps you find a mattress that is your perfect match. Fairfield rivals Vanden and Rodriguez is this week's Mattress Firm perfect match.
Two great coaches, Ryan Adams and James Maldonado, two great squads. Who will be the MEL champ or champs? First inning, Tyler James doing his best on senior day to propel Vanden to that top spot. The ground out does its job, bringing in Daryl Dilworth to make it 1-0. But that's about all the offense there was in the first few innings because both pitchers were dealing. Nathan Schicker gets Devin Parris to put it on the ground. Landon Trout onto Jack Mecho, onto Grant Kerr at first for the double play. I said both pitchers were dealing, though, because Eric Diaz throws gas. He gets Kyle Sandner to strike out swinging. The ball gets away, but Cody Buckley onto first, and Vanden gets out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Both teams held at bay, but not any longer. Bases loaded for Jake Tranquina, and he rips this one as close to that first base line as you can get it. The bases clearing double plates 3 runs, and Vanden goes on top 4-0. Rodriguez responds in the top of the 6th. Mecho on third, and the ball gets away. Jack comes on in to score 4-1. Now, this is where there was some controversy. Kyle at the plate again in the 6th. He makes solid contact down the left field line. I slowed it down, but the ump calls it a foul ball. Take a look again. I'll stay out of the judging contest on this one. So we get back into it. Sandner steps back into the box and Diaz strikes him out to end the inning. Next inning now. Mustangs trying to mount a comeback with Mecho at the plate, but Eric shuts the door. 11 strikeouts going the distance as Vanden and Rodriguez finish co-champions in the MEL. Let's hear from those Vikings, huh? Parker Ream here in your Mattress Firm perfect match. Vanden said coming into league play that they wanted to repeat as league champions. Well, here they are, the league champs! Guys, a large reason why was the guy on the mound. Eric, you had an incredible day, 109 pitches, 11 strikeouts. What was working well for you?
I'd say the slider was working perfect today, more than the other days, and then my fastball was, we were able to locate that well. And then I can't thank my defense enough. They did a great job out there. I also felt like T-Cass was right there behind my back. So,
a big part of this team is Tristan Castro down in San Diego right now getting treatment. And looks like we got to bring in that banner. Bring in the banner. Yeah. We head over to Jake. You had this huge double, bases clearing double. This, on paper, these two teams are about as even as you can get. What was the big difference today?
Really the big difference is it's a lot bigger than baseball today, right? We have a guy that wishes like every second of the day that he can be out here playing with us while we're able to play. He's fighting, one of the most toughest mental and physical battles of his life. One of the battles that we hope that nobody ever has to, face in their life. And so it's really just about putting it all out there, putting your heart and soul on the field and bodying up every single baseball, giving everything a chance. Don't give up, not for a single second. Just leave it out on the field. We doing it for a guy. We're bringing it here. We know he wishes he could be out here, but so we got to carry on his will.
Good deal, and you guys got it done today for him. We head over to Tyler. You guys had a lot of seniors on this team. What does this mean as a senior yourself and just in general for all these seniors?
It's pretty emotional, honestly. Like, I didn't really think this would be like one of my last games with all these guys. Like, obviously we're gonna go dominate in playoffs because that's just what we're gonna do. But it's gonna be pretty sad leaving this team. I'm gonna miss everybody out here.
All right. Well, now that we got this this banner in here, I think you guys got to celebrate one more time. The Vandy Vikings.
Tracy area sports coverage is presented by Tracy Toyota off Freeway 205 in Tracy, with you all the way.
Garrison reporting here where Pleasant Grove boys volleyball will be hosting West High School. First set late, Baua gets denied by Gabriel Onates. All Eagles in the first set. Then Juan Gavarva and Daniel Grover can't return it over the net. Eagles take set one, 25-17. Second set, win to Nathaniel Switzer, but blocked by Pio Boava Tava. Next to win, sets it to Switzer, who gets the kill. Boom, bada bang, it's all tied up at 24. But Gavarva to Salamoa Talimali. But Joseph Espy's right there, defensive on display in this one. Eagles lead 25-24. Hamza Shear to Talimali, who taps over for the point. Nip and tuck they go in this set. The win to Switzer, who gets it rejected next by Bua Tava, going crazy for his team. Wolfpack takes set 2, 27-25, third set. Shear to Baua, who makes it too hot to handle. Wolfpack lead 12-11. However, Tin Lee gets an ace right here off of Baua. Eagles starting to fly high. Then Shear to Baua, who doesn't get it over the net. Eagles take set 3, 25-19. Fourth set, the win dives. Switzer sets it over the net. Baua sets it back over the net for the point. Eagles lead 22-19. Nguyen to Lee, who hammers it over, and the Wolfpack hustling all over but not able to return it. Finally, Nguyen to Espy, who drills it for the win, and Espy giving us a celebration right here. Eagles take set 4, 25-21. Pleasant Grove takes a match 3-1 and keeps their season alive.
Coming up, it's series taking on Mountain House.
Then Ponderosa and Lincoln softball. 49ers Sac-Hi Sports will be back in a moment. Welcome back to 49ers Sac-Hi Sports. Mountain House is the team sitting on top of the Western Athletic League. The Mustangs are 11-1 in league play and led by junior Cameron Valentine, who is batting nearly 500 on the year and leading his team with 24 RBIs.
Wow.
Pretty
Mountain
good.
House Mustangs can clinch a league championship with a win over series on Tuesday. The Bulldogs' Josh Prestridge will look to make sure that doesn't happen. Josh has a team-leading 23 RBIs on the year. Mountain House hosting series in the final WAC series on Tuesday.
Parker Ream at Mountain House Tuesday for Senior Day. 8 seniors for the Mustangs, and senior Chase Patrizio got the start on the mound to lead them. Looking to take the Western Athletic Conference League title with the win. Chase making the nice play early. Rice Smith shoots one straight to him. Patrizio on to first to get out of the first inning. To the bottom of the third we go. Routine pop-up for Tyler Hinko, but it's sunny out there in the outfield. Smith unable to come up with it, and Armando Ponce Torres comes on in to put Mountain House on the board 1-0. Next batter, Isaiah Castillo shoots it into the right center gap. The base hit brings in Tyler, and the Mustangs go up 2-0 early, but series would get out of the jam. Jareth Franco at the dish, and the dribbler here finds Vincent Castrillon, who steps onto second, throws onto first, and I'll let the ump make the call. Chase kept the Bulldogs scoreless until the 5th inning. Josh Prestridge makes good contact straight to Armando, but he can't gather it in time to throw onto first, and it's too high. Zion Wesser comes on home to get series on the board, but Mountain House responded in the bottom half. Cameron Valentine gets a hold of this one, but the center fielder gets underneath it. Luckily, that's all he had to do. Armando jogs on in, 3-1 Mustangs. Then it's Senior Day, so it's only fitting that Isaiah is up to bat again. He delivers again. The base hit to left, and Tyler Hinko is being waved home. A play at the plate, and he is safe and hyped about it. So we head to 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Last chance for series, and Armando comes on in relief to strike out Adrian Ontiveros. Let the celebration begin as Mountain House is going back to back. WAC champions once more. I caught up with Isaiah after the big win.
hey, if you put in the work like we always do, just keep making the plays, hit the ball, score runs, we'll be good, make it a long way.
9 Lincoln seniors being honored on their last home game, and Ava Domenici, the 3-year varsity pitcher's last hurrah. Top of 1, Ponderosa with runners on, and Anna Niles flies out to right. Avery Warner with the catch. Brent Escobar scores from third. Bottom 2, Lincoln's Araceli Jaimes with the hot shot, but quick hands by Gabby Camina to take a hit away. Domenici, the all-time Lincoln strikeout leader, did just that. 2 on for Pondo in the 4th. Brooklyn Norquist hits a fly to right. Warner with the catch. This time, Niles slides in safely, 2-0 Bruins. Still in the 4th, Peyton Ost slaps a slow roller to second. Ost beats it out. Iris Perez scores from 3rd, 3-0 Pondo. We're still in the 4th. Ground ball hits Jaimes. She knocks it down and flips to Paige Davis to get the final out of the inning. Lincoln looking for that big hit, but Brent Escobar reaches up and snags the liner. In the 6th, Molly McFarland steals second, and Peyton Ost steals home. 4-0 Bruins. To the 7th we go, and well, to be honest with you, I had no clue Anna Niles had a no-hitter glowing, and thanks to plays like this from Gabby Camina, who goes all out for her buddy, and that's it. A no-hitter for Niles and a league championship for the Bruins. The first time in 10 years, Ponderosa's league champs.
Anna did fabulous. She definitely kept us in the game, and I think we had 1 error, so we had very clean defense and kept all of us in the game.
I mean, being on the team freshman year, it's really cool to, make history with the team. We got a good group of girls, and I'm really excited for playoffs.
Parker Ream on hand at Monterey Trail High School. The Mustangs and McClatchy battling it out for second place in the Metropolitan Conference League. First inning, Marissa Montano ran into some trouble for the Mustangs. Claire Yanez grounds one, but it's a high bouncer. Liliana Ruelas unable to get it, and she is safe. 1 run comes in to score. 2-0 now. Anna Brereton at the dish. She gets a base hit to bring around Claire, and suddenly it's 3-0. Later in the inning, Annalyn Brown, Anaya Whipper gets to it and throws on to home, but she is safe. McClatchy adds 5 runs in the top of the 1st, so Monterey Trail has some work to do. Sydney Carter in the bottom half makes some solid contact. That brings in a run, and the Mustangs are on the board. Next batter we go. Liliana at the plate, and she bounces one off Claire's shoulder, and Samantha Spradley comes on in to trim the deficit to just 3 runs. But she wasn't done there. In the 4th inning, the shallow base hit from Liliana, and she drives in another run, and Monterey Trail pulls within 2. Then it's Naya Bambuka next up to bat. She shoots it up the middle for the base hit, and we got ourselves a ball game. 5-4, McClatchy leads after 4. But you guys know better than to count out those Lions just yet. Yanez at the plate once more. She hits it Oppo just over the right fielder's head as Serena Abar comes in to score, and Claire slides in for a triple. Next batter, Jocelyn Rodriguez grounds it right to Anaya, who throws on to first for the out, but that means Claire's heading home. The slide right here, and she is safe. McClatchy goes up 7-4 to the bottom of the 7th now. 2 outs, 7-5 Mustangs. They need 2 runs to keep this going. Layla Whipper scoots it up the middle to bring in her sister, Anaya. 7-6. Can they score 1 more run and send it to extras? In short, no. Annalyn Brown gets it to Serena Abar to end the game. McClatchy survives the late rally and takes this one 7-6.
Each week we present the Scholar Athlete Award.
This week's Scholar Athlete Award goes to Braden Sloan from Wood Creek. Braden sports a 4.09 GPA and will play next season at USC. I hear that's a pretty good school.
Yeah, good baseball school. Coming up, our second SunPower Electric game. 2 of the best in the section as McClatchy takes on Vista del Lago.
Then it's East Union and Kimball when 49ers Sac-Hi Sports continues.
Hurry into Mattress Firm's best Memorial Day sale ever. Get a king bed for the price of a queen or a queen for a twin and save up to $500 on Sealy. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchases. Or shop Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America, and save up to $500 on adjustable mattress sets. And get a $300 instant gift in stock for immediate delivery. And get 0% interest for 60 months. Only at Mattress Firm.
Our second SunPower Electric game is a non-league matchup between 2 of our top 10 teams. Vista del Lago comes into its Tuesday game with McClatchy sporting a 20-5 record.
All right, McClatchy coming off a loss to Del Campo on Saturday, but it's only McClatchy's 3rd loss in the entire season, so the Lions will look to get back in the win column. In our second SunPower Electric game tonight, Brian Mueller was there.
Electric game.
Robert and Aubrey, both of these teams stepping out of league play for our SunPower Electric game. Both McClatchy and Vista Del Lago come into this Tuesday matchup with 20-plus wins. The Lions have already wrapped up the league championship, while the Eagles are within earshot of Del Campo for the top spot. For the Lions, the head of the pride is, of course, catcher Malcolm Moore. He's only getting on base 2 out of every 3 times and is tied for 5th in the country with 13 homers. Vista has a guy who can swing it as well. Caden Knapp is batting above 500 with an OBP of 606. Enough with the introductions. Let's get to our SunPower Electric game. All right, one more introduction. Now, on to the highlights. Moore at the plate, top 1, and the Stanford commit bangs this off the wall. Gabe Henderson comes around to score, and it's 1-0 on the double from Moore. On the hill, Henderson was bringing it, freezes the batter with the high heat in the bottom of the first. Top 2 now. Jalen Hodges up with a runner on, and he lines it to center. Mason Ogihara scores, and it's 2-0, part of a 3-hit game for Hodges. Meanwhile, Henderson still in control on the mound for McClatchy, gets another K to end the 4th. The Eagles trying to get something going in the 5th with a runner on first, but here comes Ogihara on the run to pick it off before it finds the grass, and it's still 2-0 heading into the 6th. Bottom 6, Knapp hits it down the line and into left field. Knapp motors into second, and the tying run will come to the plate. But Henderson gets another punch out. He would put up another 0 on the board in the 6th. Top 7, Henderson at the plate now, and it's a gapper to left center. Hodges comes in to score. It's a triple for Henderson, 3-0. The Lions add to their lead later in the inning. It's Julian Carmona. Yanks this to left. Henderson in to make it 4-0 on the double for Carmona, and McClatchy wins it 4-0 behind a shutout from Henderson, who says he knew it was his day from the beginning.
The first inning, that's when I was like, this field's mine pretty much. Throw strikes, pitcher contact, trust my defense. I trust Malcolm pitch calling and stuff, so yeah, that's pretty much it.
Reporting in Folsom for our SunPower Electric game, Brian Mueller, 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
Senior night at Kimball High School for the 11 seniors, including Mason Rivera and Nicholas Coronado. Both were stars on the football team. They take on East Union in the top of the 3rd. Justin Severson smacks the ball to left center. The junior strolls into second with the double, but Jaguar pitcher Dylan Anderson was strong from the jump, striking out the batter to end the threat. Then Kimball has its ups. Anthony Vasquez is on second for Trent Phillips, a base hit to left, but the ball gets past the left fielder. Vasquez scores on the play. Phillips into second, and the Jags go on top 1-0. Kimball threatening again in the bottom of the 4th. Runners on the corners, and the runner at first breaks for second, but Nolan Colmes catches him in the act. Evan Jeffrey applies the tag, and EU gets out of the inning, but deja vu in the 5th. Again, runners on the corners. Nicholas Coronado slaps the ball the opposite way. Jaden Pellick scores on the play, the Adams State-bound quarterback with an RBI single. Mason Rivera caught nearly 1,300 yards as a receiver for Nicholas, and here he is just demolishing this ball to left. It hops over the fence for the ground rule double. Vasquez crosses the plate, 3-0 Jags. Dylan Anderson, dominant on the mound, the sophomore throwing a one-hit shutout, striking out 12, en route to the Jaguars' 3-0 win over East Union. Remember, all of the game footage we shoot is available for purchase on our website. Go to 49ers Sac-Hi-Sports.com. We will send you the entire game digitally.
Follow us on social media for lots of fun and exciting content. Our Instagram story is a great way to get updated on scores, news, and so much more. 49ers.Sac-Hi is our handle on Instagram and Twitter.
Coming up, Marysville playing for the league title against Colfax.
Then it's River Valley and Wood Creek on the softball diamond. 49ers Sac-Hi Sports will be right back.
The Marysville Indians have already clinched at least a share of the league title, entering their final series with Colfax. Cole Tyler and Maddox Marino both lead their team with 23 RBIs on the year. The Indians 12-1 in league play, and a win over Colfax Monday will give Marysville the outright league title.
Yeah, so Colfax really looking to play spoiler in all this. The Falcons sitting in 3rd place. Chase Pfeiffer is batting .341 with 22 RBIs. Colfax meeting Marysville on Monday.
Brian Mueller saying hello from Marysville Monday afternoon. A win over Colfax would clinch the league title for Mville. Colfax with runners on the corners in the first. Chase Pfeiffer pulls one through into right field. Dylan Staniels can trot home, and it's 1-0. Bottom 2, Marysville has the bases loaded, but Marcus Mader escapes the jam with the strikeout to keep the Indians off the board. To the third, Pfeiffer up again, this time with a runner on first and another base hit. Mader trying to go first to third, but he's going to get a little farther. The throw gets away, and Mader can keep on trucking home. The Falcons lead 2-0. But in the bottom half of the inning, Marysville has a runner on third. Cole Tyler hits a high chopper, good enough to score the run, and the Colfax lead is cut in half. But that was all Mader would give them. He was dominant in this one. Strikes out the side in the fifth. He would K10 in just 5 innings of work. Bottom 6 now, a runner on second for Maddox Marino, and he comes up clutch with a base hit to center. Tyler comes in with a tying run, and Marino feeling pumped up. The Indians would load the bases up later in the inning, but Pfeiffer gets out of the jam with the strikeout to keep us tied heading into the 7th. Tyler now on the hill for Marysville, trying to set his team up for a walk-off win. The go-ahead run at first, the ball hit to right, but here comes Caden Ellison to rob the Falcons of a hit. Still 2-all heading into bottom 7. Things looking good for Marysville with the winning run at second. Then a wild pitch gets Jackson Finley 90 feet closer. Colfax would intentionally load the bases with 2 outs. And Pfeiffer, though, continues his David Blaine act, escapes another jam, gets a pop-up on the infield, and we would head to extra innings. What do you say we skip to the 10th? Go ahead, run at second, and Gabe Garcia, he's going to bring him home, just squeezes us past the infield, and Colfax has a 3-2 lead as Stallions scores again. Later in the inning, Noah Souza hits this off the pitcher, the ball collecting dust on the infield, and Garcia able to score to make it 4-2. But would it shock you to hear that this game wouldn't end blandly? Marysville has the bases loaded with 2 outs, but it's a grounder to Mader, and the man that started the game ends it. Colfax wins a marathon thriller in 10, 4-2.
Wood Creek and River Valley meeting with just 4 games to go in league play. The Falcons hold possession of second place, and looks like Diana Hull wants to keep it that way. A solo blast for the senior captain RV on top 1-0. Timberwolves pitcher Marin McNeil gets the strikeout to end the inning, so here is the Wood Creek offense in the bottom half of the first. Leadoff hitter Malia Lawson steals second, and then a few batters later, Lawson is on third when Mary Zepeda hits a deep fly ball to left, deep enough to score. Lawson on the sac fly. We are knotted up at 1. Top of the third, runner on first for Abigail Shackelford, and she ropes one to the fence in left center. Abby trots into second with the double. Peyton Smith is on third, and Emma Wolfgram brings them both home, dropping a hit into shallow right. 2 runs come in, and River Valley goes on top 3-1. Diana Hull comes back up to the plate, and we've seen this before. This is a 2-run home run for Hull, her second of the day, and the Falcons trying to pull away. They lead at 5-1. Some future Timberwolves here getting in some work. Bottom of the 4th, Ayla Jones slaps a base hit through the left side. The Timberwolves showing some fight. The next batter is Bailey Jones, and she says adios to this one. A booming home run to left makes this a 2-run ball game. Wood Creek looking to add on in the 6th, but Shackelford comes up with a phenomenal diving catch in shallow left, and Falcon pitcher Corey Almond shuts it down. The final out here is a 1-3 put out as Almond goes all 7, allowing just those 3 runs. River Valley remains in second place in the Cap Valley League.
Brian Mueller here Thursday night for a 2-7 matchup in the volleyball quarters as El Camino hosts Rosemont. The Wolverines get off to a ferocious start. Ethan Orr digs it. Adam Wallen sets it up for the big hitter Elliot Belknap, but he goes the finesse route and kills it softly for the point. 17-15 Rosemont. Later in the first, Orr with another dig. This time it's Alan Dane getting it to Belknap, and there's the old Belknap boom. Rosemont up 21-17. Set point, it's another Orr to Dane to Belknap combo. Another forceful finish from the 6'2 senior, and underdog Rosemont takes the first set 25-20. The Eagle faithful hoping for a better result in the second. Sonalia Bataratu gets the dig, then Jensen Vieira sends it cross court to Ryan Nash for the finisher. The Eagles jump out to a 5-0 lead. Later in the second, Bataratu, the man in the middle again. Jensen with another set, this time for Josh Patritz, and he gets way up there for the kill. The Eagles up 15-7. Still second set. Patritz getting out the shovel this time. Bataratu to Nash, and that's a kill shot. 23-13 El Camino. They would take the set 25-13 to even things up at 1. To the third, Bataratu handles the serve. Jensen again to Nash, and that's just too much salsa on the shot. We're tied at 9 early on. That's when Bataratu really started to take over. Mason Vieira getting in on the action now to the other Vieira, and then Bataratu getting some air and the kill. 16-12 El Camino. Set point now. Nash and Jensen get into the hot hand, and this is just too hot to handle for Rosemont. Bataratu closes out the third set 25-18 with the kill, and the Eagles are one set away from the semis. The Wolverines hoping to see a fifth set. Belknap corrals the serve. Dang sets it for Josiah Dawson, and he slams it home. Rosemont down just a point, 10-9. But the Eagles start to pull away later in the fourth. Nick Lacey, the digger. Jensen goes backside with the set, and it's the high-flying lefty Eric Christens with the finisher. 19-13 El Camino, and they go on to take the set 25-17 and the match 3-1. They advance to play 6 seed Christian Brothers on Tuesday.
Coming up, we'll choose the play of the week. This could be the play of the week, maybe not.
But first, let's take a look at our Sac Joaquin section top 10 baseball poll.
Time now for the play of the week.
Here's our maniac Mark Willis naming off some contenders and then awarding the play that we all thought was the very best.
We start in Roseville. Abigail Shackelford of River Valley laying out to make the catch. Nice play. Next is Lincoln's Kenny Winters making the play and the throw on the run, but the pick from Xavier Maldonado was awesome. To Loomis, Dio's Gabby Enyart running down the ball with the backhand catch. Gabby makes it look so easy, and it's just not. At 3, it's Reese Catchings of Oak Ridge. A nice catchings there. To 2, it's Daniela Marillis. The all-out hustle and effort, the diving catch. Oh, she makes the grab, but the play of the week goes to Anna Niles' best friend, Gabby Camina. The diving snag at first base ends up preserving the no-hitter. Anna, if Gabby's not your BFF, well, she is now. Camina, you get the play of the week.
That's the play of the week, and that is 49ers Sac-Hi Sports for this week. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I'm Aubrey Tolliver.
And I'm Robert Brownstein. Join us next week to see the story of the Mountain House baseball player playing this season in honor of his mom. We'll see you then.